Alex Galchenyuk, probably career over, I would imagine. Maybe he can go play in the K or something because they don't really care. He probably fits their profile, but
and that American to Russia
that ensued.
Send that American to Russia. Those are the comments I'm seeing on Twitter. He was born in Wisconsin, guys. Come on now. Yeah, dude, this is crazy. So as I'm streaming away, watching fights as I do.
What's worse, being born in Russia or being born in Wisconsin? Who's to say?
Yeah, no comment on that. Yeah, so here I am streaming away, watching fights, and a big portion of my live chat are Canadian. Unfortunately, a lot of them are from Ontario, but that's okay. I look past it. And they were like, yo, have you heard about what's going on with Galchenyuk right now? And I was like, no, guys, like literally watching fights. And they're like, he just got arrested, hit and run. He pulled the John Jones, and his dad's helping him try to cover it up here. And then the conversation kind of grew to just like hockey parents and the levels of crazy hockey parents. And Alex Galchenyuk Sr. is one of those crazy hockey parents.
Wait. He's a junior?
No, that's Galchenyuk Sr. I don't know if
sorry. I thought you said Alex Galchenyuk Sr.
I wish.
How do we not know that he's a junior?
Dude, so now former, as the Arizona Coyotes signed Galchenyuk, back with the organization, they have quickly voided the contract and have set forth the process in terminating it.
Dude, how about the people that were like so lit up right away? Like, wow, like not even gonna like investigate first. Like, nah, they pretty much had all the info they needed when they said they were.
Well, it's not, and I hate to say this, but it needs to be said. It's not like he's a fucking superstar in the National Hockey League. It's not like,
terminating a contract is still a big deal. I don't care how important of a player you are. Like, you don't just do it willy-nilly on like tabloid news, but no, it gets deeper. You go ahead and explain it to people.
Yeah, well, no, he breached a part of the contract, so they had terms to do it. Like, there's a conduct clause in the contract, and they were like, no, under this, we're done. But anyways, this is per CBS News. Former Arizona Coyotes Alex Galchenyuk was arrested on July 9th after a hit-and-run incident in Scottsdale, and he reportedly made some violent threats to police officers during the encounter. Statement from the Arizona Coyotes: we are aware of the incident involving Alex Galchenyuk. Strongly condemn this type of behavior. Once the club was made aware of the allegations, they immediately began the process of terminating the contract. So basically, crashed into another woman's car, fled the scene, and then was found by apparently his father laying on the side of the road, car on the curb. So he hit the curb after as well. Galchenyuk Sr. picks him up because he's just so out of it, highly intoxicated, picks him up, puts him in the passenger seat. Galchenyuk Sr., as they try to evade the scene there's a traffic stop, gets questioned, insists that he was the one who, hit the other car, but there was a witness who confirmed that no, that was Alex Galchenyuk that hit the car and then evaded the scene and eventually hit up the curb and got out of the vehicle and decided to lay down on the ground. Then they both became verbally aggressive with the officer, and Alex Galchenyuk and again, the American Alex Galchenyuk saying he has connections in Russia that could not only end the lives and the family of the officer there, but their bloodline as well. Going a little race deep here. Absolutely crazy story, Hoppy, because, I didn't think that Alex Galchenyuk was, quite frankly, this crazy.
Alcohol can do that to you, man.
I mean, of course it can, and I don't want to look past that, but I just
went full Jackie Moon on that shit. Like, suck my cock, I'll murder your family. I'll burn your house down. Like,
that's the thing. Like, I always pictured him to be like a goofy drunk, not like John Jones hit and run style fucking drunk here. And the craziest hockey parent of all time, trying to keep them dollars coming in, want to keep their son happy. But you know what else I heard? Sorry, before you comment away and give your opinion here. And again, this is just this isn't fact. I didn't read this in any of the reports, but this is what again, some hardcore hockey fans in my live chat were telling me. A couple of them, for example, one's a season ticket holder in Toronto. Whether that means the guy knows a lot about hockey or not, we've had some good conversations. He was telling me that as he started to look into this and talk to people, Galchenyuk Sr. was one of those hockey parents who pretty much had Alex wrapped around his finger, and that Alex would not listen to a lot of his NHL coaches at the time. Again, this is alleged, and didn't maybe listen to some of the trainers, and maybe that could be a reason why he bounced around so many organizations and didn't end up panning out, because he very much was dad is coach for life sort of thing. And again, none of that is fact, but that's what those were some of the things that were brought up in the conversations that I was having, again, with some of my hockey fan friends there. So just to add that layer to it, Hoppy, like, what were your thoughts when you heard about this? Because I heard it like as it was going down Friday night.
Honestly, at first, I did feel bad for the kid, because all I knew is that, like, he had, drunk driving, hit and run, and that he was under arrest. And it's not like, oh no, I feel bad for him that this happened. It's more just like, clearly he's got some shit going on for this to have occurred. Like, I think everyone genuinely hopes that he gets the help he needs. But once you start hearing how fucking aggressive he was with these cops, like, sorry, dude, you absolutely deserve whatever's coming to you. I hope you never play in the NHL ever again. I don't wish ill on you by any means, but like, people like this don't deserve to be on the platform of what NHL players are doing. So
I hope he freezes.
Dude, I hope you figure your shit out.
I hope he freezes on that team in Siberia.
I mean, he's got people out there, so they can probably keep him warm.
Oh yeah, he's got connections out there. But yes, for folks, like, he's half American, half Russian. Clearly has connections in Russia, but yeah, born in Wisconsin. And with again,
that feels like the kind of thing though that, like, he probably doesn't even have them. He's just like, fuck you, I have connections because I'm Russian. Like, he just, like,
he probably knows a few people, right? With, and probably knows a guy who knows a guy, sort of thing. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's and are you really proud of that? Oh, I got connections in Russia. Like, especially as an American, like, fuck you, dude. Like, especially in the political climate right now. And again, he's wasted, so I'm not gonna.
I mean, it would have been great if the cops just like, yeah, guess what? I'm Ukrainian, bitch, and just fucking whacks him with the nightstick. Like, straight up out of Superbad at the end, where he's like, fuck you, pig, and he just fucking cold cocks him with it. It's just great.
Well, again, don't mean to make light too much of the story. No one was seriously injured, which is good. The woman who was involved in the hit and run, apparently she's not even pressing charges. She just, and I don't have that, I just closed the article here, but she was even quoted saying, like, I wish, like, him to get the help he needs and the best for them. So, like, hey.
So the Coyotes paid her off. Got it.
I mean, no one was seriously injured, and I hope he gets the help he needs. But again, yeah, like, glad the Coyotes, terminated the contract. They didn't need this on top of everything they're facing already. They didn't need to deal with, an unhinged player right now. Wish him the best. Hopefully he continues his career elsewhere, but it ain't going to be in the NHL, buddy. It ain't going to be in the NHL. And again, it's not, and again, prefaces by saying, I hate to say this, but it's not like he was a superstar and an asset that the National Hockey League and even, on a lower tier, that franchise would have had to protect. Like, if this was
overall pick, dude.
If this was Matthews, if this was McDavid, if this was, it would.
So it basically, only first overall picks matter.
It would be a bigger and different. If it was Elias Pettersson with the Vancouver Canucks, there you go.
Oh, so now we're going to 5. So literally anyone except for second overall matters. I got you.
Yes.